Hello everyone, welcome to Liberable and welcome to a new video here on Liberable. Today I'm driving the Honda HRV, but before I tell you more about the Honda HRV, please check the Patreon link down below, support the channel, and so that myself and all the other presenters here on Liberable can bring you some awesome content. So Honda HRV, it is almost like this small little mini SUV. I really like the design of this car, I'm not gonna lie. This front grille that's body colored looks very interesting. You have your DRL running light over here. I'm just sorry about all the noise in the background. This is Cape Town, but there is a facelift version of this car now, which has also been launched. This is the rear of this car. Looks quite nice. It's a LED strip running right along the length of the car here at the back. This is the comfort model. It's a 1.5 liter CVT. Does it boot open? Nope, we have to unlock the car first. Let's unlock this car. So we've got an electric boot opening on this comfort model. If you fold the seats down at the back, they fold completely flat like that. And you have this huge boot opening which you can load and do whatever you need to do in here. Is a full-size spare wheel here at the back as well. Pockets here on the sides, a tie-down point there. I don't know what that's all, but there's some access cover. Here's another access cover, and here is your jack and whatnot on the side over here. Let's climb at the back and see the space. I'm gonna fold the seats up, all manually operated. Here we go. And this is in my seating position. I'm not gonna lie, I am very short, so I'm the last person that must be testing rear legroom. So to me this feels like an S-Class here at the back, and I'm sitting nice and high also. You can probably see I can see right over this the steering wheel, over this odd looking ET like headrest, and a nice view around the seat as well. Lots of space here above me, a seatbelt tether here on the roof, which I do not like. This could have been better, and for some reason the seat in the center, is this even usable? God, this is super high. I'm short and I'm like almost against the roof here. Then you have these panels here on top, which if you click like this, you can actually remove this entire panel, and you have a nice glass panoramic roof here. I don't know what you are supposed to do with this now, but I suppose you can put it under the seat maybe. Nope, it doesn't work like that. So yeah, this I find a bit strange, and I need to figure out how to put it back on again. So that is like that and like that. There we go. Very odd design going on over here, but okay. 2 USB ports here at the bottom, aircon vents here at the back, keeping it nice and cool, a tweeter and a woofer, both sides, no subwoofer in this car, and electric windows here at the back which are automatic, and obviously your seatbelt tethering points, your ISOFIX points which are open, and here is a space for God knows, a phone or something. There's a cup holder on the door and another pocket here over here. Right, let's get behind the wheel. I'm gonna keep this video nice and short because these videos doesn't need to be so long, but you can probably tell quite a nice car. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the design. It looks smart. There is a facelift version of this car. South Africa hasn't received it yet. My apologies for the wind in your face. Now we can start talking ergonomics here in the front. So let's start with what's directly in front of me, then to the right, then to the middle. Honda's 3-spoke steering wheel, not flat bottomed. You have your adaptive cruise control and your lane centering, your adjustment up for the cruise control and your adjustment down. On the left hand side of the steering we have your volume, which I have to press like that in order to make the volume go up. Oh, there, I can hold it. Right. You have your source mode. You can skip songs over there. You can get your CD or voice control over here and put the phone down and answer a call. In front of me you have a very basic instrument cluster. And if I show you how that works, we're just going to drive quickly. I'll push the home button over there. You got basic functions, so your trip computer currently doing 8.9 liters per 100 kilometers. On my trip B, I'm doing 9.9 liters per 100 kilometers since I last reset the computer. Then you can get to another trip computer, your seat belts, your safety, your settings, clock and time, and yeah, by the looks of things, not a very advanced system, but okay. I wish it was more like smarter for this kind of money, which we're gonna get to now. Yeah, you can brighten and dim the instrument cluster and all the lighting in the car. It's start stop button over here, automatic windows right around, rear window you can lock over there, mirror adjustment, and you can fold the mirrors in with that button over there. You can adjust the mirrors over here, your park PDC control, your height adjustment for the LED headlights, the safety button for you to put your lane departure warning on and things like that, rear boot opening, traction control, and a dummy switch over here. There's also a pocket here which you can put your slips maybe in, or so on and so forth. Tiny door pockets for maybe a tin of Coke over there, and your wallet over here, and another pocket over here. In the center you have, if I can just get to it quickly, a wireless charger for your phone. So with my iPhone I can throw it on over there and then it would start. It doesn't start charging. There we go, there it starts charging. USB port over here, a USB port over there, physical climate controls which are really lovely to use. Your hazard warning light over here, air vents on the side of the screen. And one more thing I miss on this side, you see this switch over here? It feels lovely to turn, and then it goes into this section here which is almost like an air scarf, so you don't have wind blowing at you in your face if you have it on the setting. Oh, excuse me, I like it on there because it's quite warm today in Cape Town. You have a 12-volt socket over here, your automatic gear selector with P, R, N, D and S for sport, not that this car needs it, an economy button to put the car into economy, and you can turn that off again. As you can hear, these switches sound, I mean, extremely crunchy. Turn it off and, I mean, what the hell? That's just insane. Listen to this handbrake. Listen to the auto hold function as well. It just feels like something got in there. Cup holders in the center where I can have my keys and my tissues. You can't adjust the center armrest. You have to. You can only lift it up and put it down. Your glove box over here, or cubbyhole as we call it in South Africa. Above me, a slide out for the panoramic roof. There's no sunroof here, so you can't open or close this panel, albeit it does look like it, but I don't think this thing can lift. Can this thing lift up maybe? Nope, doesn't look like it. I think it's just a track. And then what else have we got that's interesting in this car? This is the key. It's a Honda key with lock, unlock and hold for the boot, and a simple Honda badge here at the back, or emblem at the back, and a Honda tag on the specific key. Seats are incredibly comfortable, and driving position also spot on. Now we can finally take this car. Oh, let me just turn the hill descent off there, and eco mode I need to turn off, and let's go for a drive. But before we go for a drive, is talk price. So I got my notes here. This comfort model is 469,900 rand. The executive, which is the HEV, it's a hybrid, 554,500 rand. This 1.5 only has 89 kilowatt and 145 newton meters of torque. That's mated to a CVT gearbox, and it has a 40 liter fuel tank. So let's go for a drive. How do I go back here on this thing? How do I go back? Okay, back. Back. Okay. I forgot to show you guys, here is Apple CarPlay. So if I plug my phone in, I at least have some Apple CarPlay over there. You have a reverse camera as well, and that is not the clearest reverse camera around. Okay, so I've been driving this car now for the last 5 or 6 days. I've put around 400 and odd kilometers on this car's clock. And here are a few things I can say about this Honda HRV. Number one, it rides beautifully. The suspension, the silence of the cabin, everything feels like quality. And I must say, coming from Honda, I'm very impressed. As you guys know, I'm not the most easy speaking when it comes to the Honda products of late. I think they're missing the mark on separate occasions, like the Honda Jazz I drove. You can check the video up in the link here on top. Now, the suspension, excellent. The silence in the cabin, excellent. The feeling of the controls, excellent. The build quality here inside, really nice, albeit plastic over here, and like this isn't soft. We're not really gonna touch there, but here's a bit of soft touch over here, and then just hard plastics. But overall, the design of this interior, very, very nice. It's a nice car. The hooter, nice as well. Not a meet me hooter like is in some Hondas nowadays, and the Civic Type R is one that many makes fun of. Now, I've spoken about the good. I want to touch on the bad, because this is where things get rather interesting. All the reviews I could find of this car was on the hybrid version, and a lot of praise has been spoken about the hybrid version, because the hybrid version is a very good engine and electric system. This naturally aspirated 1.5 liter in this comfort doesn't have the hybrid function, and this makes for a rather interesting combination. Now, the biggest complaint I have with this car is the price to what you're getting. I haven't driven Hyundai's Kona yet, so I cannot tell you what that car is like, but I have driven Volkswagen's Tiago, and of course the Honda might be more reliable in the long run, but in your first 5 years of ownership, I feel that Tiago is going to be a nicer car. The price difference is 15 to 20,000 rand if you buy the Tiago style over this. And also the Tiago has the dual clutch transmission and that 1 liter 3-cylinder engine. The Tiago makes 3 less kilowatt than this, but the biggest difference is the torque. The Tiago has 200 Newton meters of torque, and this a extremely measly 145. And I'm not gonna lie, makes this car a bit of a challenge to drive. Hills with people in here and luggage, it struggles. You need to use almost 70% of the throttle to get anywhere with this car. Here's a basic test in front of us with a hill. I'm going to put the car into normal. It is in drive mode, everything is normal. I'm not touching the pedals to let it go down a set parameter on the gearbox, because the CVT doesn't have any gears. It's 2 belts with it's a belt and 2 pulleys, and the pulleys can adjust the ratio or God, this is so confusing. The pulleys change their ratio so that the car's output speed changes. So that means you can do 1000 RPM at like freaking 100 kilometers per hour or so on and so forth. So I want to do a basic test here of climbing this hill when the robot goes green. And already I'm off throttle 30, 40, 50, 60. It's just a real challenge. The turbocharged competition has way more. Oh, it's a soft street. Has way more. And now I have to put my foot down because there's a Defender coming and there's no power. Because the CVT is taking its own time to convert that engine spinning into torque so that it can output it to the front wheels. Watch this, for example, 40 kilometers per hour, and I'm just going to floor the throttle. Yeah, this engine and gearbox is not a great combination. If you buy this car, I would definitely recommend the hybrid version because it's not a bad car. It's a really good car. But this specific version, oh dearie me. Oh, here's the competition, the T-Cross. I can't drive too fast here because there's always speed traps on this road. So we'll just go over and we'll drive slowly till we come past this point. Let's talk about the controls quickly. As I've elaborated on before, the throttle pedal, brake pedal and the steering, lot of confidence. I really like the brake and the steering. Lots of confidence in the steering wheel. It is a lovely steering wheel. One thing about Honda, they know how to how do I say, calibrate the feel. Obviously there's no feel coming through the steering wheel, but it's weighted enough for you to know what you're doing. Oh dearie me, but this gearbox is this gearbox is a no-go. No man, Honda, like, come on, give a nice torque converter automatic, not the CVT nonsense. What is this now? I'm gonna be quiet a little so you guys can just hear all the wind noise and road noise and stuff like that, and then we can pick up the conversation in, say, a minute's time. Right though, now that you guys have heard the ambience inside this car, I can talk about the sound system quickly. I mean, what's there really to talk about here? No volume knob, so I have to press this button here. You know what? The sound system is a pass. It's okay, it's decent. It doesn't sound at all like the Tiago's Beats or even the Tiago's stock sound system, but it does the job and you will enjoy listening to your tunes on the sound system. That's about it. The interface, and also yes, if you want to merge into traffic and you put the indicator on, a little camera comes up here to show you your blind spot. You can even have that blind spot camera on permanently by pushing this button here on the stalk, and that's really, I like that. All cars should have, when you turn, the camera come up in that mirror to show you your blind spot. That's freaking cool. I think Kia and Hyundai does it in the cluster over here. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is my POV review of the Honda HRV. I recommend this car to you with the caveat of, please make sure you put your family in this car before you buy it. Just take it on a test drive. Don't be alone in this car and then take it on a test drive. You might be in for a rude surprise when you need to climb a hill with 4 people in here and a boot full of groceries or blankets and pillows when you go in, when you go into Houdini Spa for a holiday. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching the video. Be free for you, liberable out.